Hello, my name is Michelle Rodriguez and I will be presenting the set design that I decided to come up with for Angels in America. So the scene that I decided to do is scene 9, act 2, is where both Lewis and Pryor and Joe and Harper are on stage. I chose this because it seemed really interesting when I first read the scene, and I liked that was like my preferred scene from the whole play. And I will show you the set design that I decided to come up with. So this is the set that I decided to do. I know it seems really simple, but I have a reason for that. So on this side, it would be Joe and Harper, and on this side would obviously be Lewis and Pryor. I decided to do this type of like really simplistic scene because I didn't want like really bright colors, or like I didn't want for the scenery to abstract or to disrupt the emotion that's going on here. So I felt like the spotlight would be mostly on the characters, and it would be easier for the audience to keep up instead of having to look everywhere. Also for the color scheme, I decided to keep it like really dull because throughout this whole scene it's like a really depressing, really solemn type of vibe that one gets when reading it. So, and like at the end of the scene, both Joe and Pryor are left alone. So I just really wanted the audience to feel like the emptiness and the loneliness of when they are left alone at the end of the scene. As of the type of theater I would want this to be seen on, I would prefer a proscenium stage, or I want it to be on a proscenium stage, because that type of stage is mostly focused on having it makes the scene more realistic, and it makes it seem more genuine to the audience, so it feels like they were actually there, like like if it was to be real life. And I just felt like it would gravitate more towards the type of audience, to the audience, because of how genuine it could be. So I also considered a black stage theater because it creates more of a connection with the audience, since in that type of theater the performers are literally right there with the audience and they're closer together. They're basically surrounded, and it creates more of a genuine connection. It allows the audience to create a connection with the performer and with the scenes going on. So it feels like if they were to be right there, like if it was to be happening right in front of their eyes in real life. But I ultimately decided on a proscenium stage just because I wanted it to be more realistic, and like I said before, I wanted it to feel more, I wanted the emotion behind the specific scene to almost affect the audience, and I feel like a proscenium stage would be able to achieve that. Just the thing is that I would have to be more focused on getting the connection between the audience and the performer there, so it doesn't feel like they're watching a movie. I wanted to feel like they are there real life, watching the scene unfold right in front of their eyes. So yeah, as of like composition, I didn't want it to be side by side. I wanted to be a little off each other, because I felt like if they were to be side by side, the audience would have to switch back and forth, and I didn't really like that. So it would feel, I felt better if they were to be like on opposite sides. So like one would be upstage left, downstage right.